Shah Jahan's third son, Aurangzeb, may have been battling the enemies of the Mughal Empire thousands of kilometers away from the Red Fort on the terrible fronts of the south. But he always felt that only he deserves to be the next heir of the Red Fort. When Aurangzeb heard that the emperor had declared Dara Shikoh as his successor, he understood that the path of getting the Red Fort was not going to be easy and that Shah Jahan's move has made the Red Fort far beyond his reach. Although Aurangzeb was disturbed by the information sent by his sister Roshanara from the Red Fort, yet he was not ready to give up. Aurangzeb not only wanted to own the Red Fort but also wanted to amend the Mughal politics opposite to the one directed by Dara Shikoh at that time. In the eyes of Aurangzeb, Dara Shikoh was a kafir and an offender of Islam. He was not only promoting the Shias in the Mughal court but was also embracing Hindus. Due to this, many Shia and Hindu chieftains had gained a haughty status in the Mughal court. Aurangzeb felt that Shah Jahan had given more importance to his elder son Dara Shikoh than the other three princes. From the day Shah Jahan had killed his brothers and uncles and occupied the Mughal throne. On the day of his coronation, Shah Jahan gave the mansab of 60,000 jat and 40,000 sawar to Dara Shikoh, while Shah Shuja and Aurangzeb, sons of the second and third number, were given mansab of only 20,000 jat and 15,000 sawar, and the fourth son, Murad Baksh, only 15,000 jat and 12,000 rider. Rich, Umrao, Prince, and Subedar had no identities in the Mughal court. They were identified only by the mansab of Sawars and Jats. The more the mansab of riders and Jats, more the rich, the Umrao, the Prince, and the Subedar were respected and adored. Aurangzeb did not like that his father Shah Jahan gave more mansab to any other prince. Therefore, Aurangzeb became an enemy of his elder brother Dara Shikoh from that day itself. When Shah Jahan kept Dara Shikoh with himself in Delhi and sent all three of his younger princes to the remote fronts of East, West, and South, including Aurangzeb, Aurangzeb was badly toiled. He felt that his status in the line of his own father was not more than that of other Subedars. On the other hand, Dara's status grew every year. In 1633, Dara was made Wali-e-Ahd, that is, crowned prince. Dara was made Allahabad's Subedar in 1645, Lahore's in 1647, and Gujarat's Subedar in 1649. Dara unfortunately lost a major battle in Kandahar in 1653 AD. This defeat gave a big blow to Dara's reputation. The three younger brothers and their favored princesses filled Shah Jahan's ears against Dara. Yet, Shah Jahan continued to see Dara as his heir. On receiving information about Shah Jahan's illness in AD 1657, Aurangzeb, who was appointed in the south, and Murad Baksh, who was appointed in Malwa, declared their elder brother Dara as a kafir. This charge attracted the attention of rich Sunni of the Mughal Rhine. They liked Murad and Aurangzeb more as the next hire of the Mughal reign. Dara Shikoh was odious to Sunni Muslims since his birth because Shah Jahan went to Ajmer for Dara Shikoh's birth and prayed at the mosque of Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti. Shah Jahan believed that Dara Shikoh was born by the grace of Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti. Dara himself, owing to his simple lifestyle, looked less like a prince and more of a saint. At the beginning of his life, he became interested in the Qadariya sect of Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti. Although Dara regularly prayed namaz, he had a greater inclination towards Sufis. Like his great-grandfather Akbar, he also wanted to find out the reality of all religions in the world. Inquisitive Dara had as much contact with Sufis and Hindu scholars as he had with Muslim ulemas and dervishes. When he came in contact with Hindu scholars, he got attached to Hinduism. Dara was a talented writer of his time. He wrote several books, including his two books on the life character of Sufi saints, Safinat al-Awliya and Sakinat al-Awliya, that are more famous. His books Risala-e-Haqnuma and Tariqat-e-Haqiqat have also given philosophical interpretation of Sufism. His collection of poetry, Aksir-e-Azam, shows his reverence for all religions. He has discussed religion and Stoicism in texts like Hasnat al-Arifin and Mukallam-e-Babilal o Dara Shikoh. Majma al-Bahrain is the most popular book by Dara Shikoh, in which a comparative study of the classical terms of Vedanta and Sufism is given. He translated the 52 Upanishads of Hindus into Persian and prepared a treatise called Sir-e-Akbar, meaning the greatest mystery. These texts gave the hardcore ulema and Maulvis a chance to denigrate against Dara. Being Wali-e-Ahad, no one used to say anything in front of him, but these people did not hesitate to call him a kafir on his back and on his supporters' backs. It is known from various works of Dara that Dara was greatly influenced by Hindu philosophy and Puranas. In case of the principles such as the universal aspect of God, the descent and creation of the soul in matter, and the cycle of destruction, he was very close to Hinduism. Dara believed that there is only a literal difference between truth in Vedanta and Islam. Dara Shikoh created a panic in the Islamic world by doing a comparative study of Vedanta and Sufism in a book titled Majma'ul Bahrain. This book revealed the similarities between Sufism and Vedanta philosophy. This book was written in Persian language as a short treatise in 1654 to 55 AD. Its Hindi version is called Samudra Sangam Granth. Dara Shikoh declared that the existence of one Allah accepted in the Quran is similar to the existence of one God accepted in the Vedas. So, there is no difference between these two religions. At that moment, all the mullahs, Maulvi, ulema, and Najumi became enemies of Dara. They could not bear the comparison of the books of the Kafirs with the Quran Sharif. Some staunch critics have written that sometimes Dara Shikoh used to appear in public places by wearing Ramnami. He also got the name Ram written in his royal seal. Seeing these signs of Dara, Mullah Maulvi used to tremble. The mullahs, who considered themselves the self proclaimed preachers of Islam, feared that if common Muslim accepted Dara's words, the propagation of Islam in India would stop. A writer named Muhammad Kazim, in his treatise Alamgir Nama, has written Dara Shikoh as Vasiko, which means the one without any respect. Watch in our next episode Red Fort. Haram was full of Mughal princesses and concubines.